Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 4, Population and Environment Administration course with instructor Rizky Syafril SHI MSI. Let me introduce me and my friend. My name is Paula and my friend Hamdi and Darfadil Hanum. Now we are going to present our material about foundation aspect of population and in improving the quality of life. The first discussion will be presented by Hamdi.
Philip M. Hauser and Otis W. Duncan argue that demography is a science that studies the number, territorial distribution, composition of the population as well as a change and the cause of this change. For the cause of this change usually arise due to three things, namely natally or fertility, mortality, territorial movement, and social mobility. Demography or population is a tool to study population change by utilizing population data and statistics as well as mathematical and statistical calculation of population data, especially regarding change in number, distribution, and composition or structure. Next. Aspect of population. Number one, resident population is the study of population number, usually calculated periodically. Number two, population grouping, classification of the population based on criteria such as age, gender, and religion. Number three, population distribution. The distribution of the population in different geographical area. Number four, births include birth rates, contraception, and infant life expansion. Number five, mortality include crude mortality rate and infant mortality rate. Migration, the movement of people between region, both internal and external. Labor force, analysis of labor participation, unemployment, and income of the population. Population institution relate to family and marriage. And the last, population policy. Government effort in managing population growth and equality. Important of population analysis. Assist the government in evaluating development performance. Assist the government in planning development in all field, ranging from education, agriculture, tech, Texas, military, and so on. Can determine the level of economic development in a country and can determine the average life expectation of the population. Definition of quality of life. In the quality of life integration theory proposed by Van de Voort et al., the quality of life is viewed objectively and subjectively. Objective objective quality of life is biological needs, basic needs, and self potential that can be developed in accordance with cultural norms where a person lives. While subjective quality of life is a person's perception of a meaning of life, happiness, satisfaction, and well-being that he feels. Quality of life measurement in Indonesia. National Population and Family Planning Agency or BKKBN, Pre-Prosperous Family. Number 2, Pre-Prosperous Family Phase 1. Number 3, Prosperous Family Phase 2. Prosperous Family Phase 3 is a family that has met the criteria of a prosperous family phase 2. And the last, pre-prosperous family stage 3 plus is a family that has been able to fulfill the criteria of prosperous family stage 3 and can also fulfill the criteria family development. Central Bureau of Statistics, number 1, education dimension, number 2, health dimension, number 3, labor dimension, number 4, housing facilities dimension, and the last, number 5, food and non-food expenditure dimension. The position of population aspect on health quality. Based on various studies, a significant relationship has been found between population density levels and public health condition. A case study conducted in West Java provides concrete evidence of this. The study focused on two main discuss turbulences, tuberculosis or TBC, and dengue fever or DHD. The results showed the areas with higher population density tended to have a greater risk of both disease. Furthermore, it was found that an increase in population density is directly proportional to the increase in the number of TB and DHF cases. In the world, the denser an area is, the higher the incidence of these two diseases. This finding emphasizes the importance of population management in effort to improve public health and overall quality of life, and consider population density factor in effort to control and prevent infectious diseases such as TB and DBD.
And next, it will be represented by Hanum.
Okay, I will explain the next material. Deposition of population aspect and education quality. According to the journal Population and Educational Development by Aceh Suryadi, effective education development must consider the cultural diversity and investment that can improve the quality of life and welfare through well-targeted policy. The growing population puts pressure on existing educational facilities, emphasizing the need for policies that improve access and quality. This will help create globally competitive human research and improve Indonesia Human Development Index or HDI ranking. Next. The position of population aspect on economic quality. The relationship between population dynamic and the economy is closely intertwined. As the population grows, the labor market expands, creating both opportunities and challenges. An increase in the labor force can drive economic growth if paired with sufficient job opportunities. But a lack of employment option may lead to rising unemployment. Additionally, productivity is a key factor. A well-educated and skilled population significantly boosts economic development. Poverty alleviation and equitable economic distribution are essential through policies that focus on improving access to education, employment, and research for all social groups. Next, urbanization and quality of life. Urbanization is the process of population migration from rural to urban areas, leading to the growth of cities. This shift has significant impacts of infrastructure and public service, such as transportation, housing, water supply, and health care, which can become strained by increased demand, while urbanization presents opportunities for improved quality of life through better access to jobs and education. It also brings challenges like traffic congestion, pollution, and social inequality. Effective urban planning is essential to mitigate these negative effects and leverage the potential benefit of urbanization. Next, population mobility and resource distribution. Migration is often driven by economic, social, and environmental factors such as job opportunities, education, and natural disaster. This movement creates various impacts on both rural and urban area. In rural area, migration can lead to a decline in the labor force, slowing regional development, while in cities, the influx of people can overburden infrastructure and public service. The gap between rural and urban region becomes more evident, with cities having better access to research, education, and healthcare, leaving rural areas undeveloped. Addressing this requires strategic policies to balance growth across region. Thank you.
Last, it will be presented by me. Population mobility and resource distribution. Migration is often driven by economic, social, and environmental factors such as job opportunities, education, and natural disasters. This movement creates various impacts on both rural and urban areas. In rural areas, migration can lead to a decline in the labor force, slowing regional development, while in cities, the influx of people can overburden infrastructure and public service. The gap between rural and urban regions become more evident, with cities having better access to resource, education, and healthy care, leaving rural areas underdeveloped and addressing this requires strategic policies to balance growth across regions. Environment and population. Population growth significantly impacts environmental degradation. as the population increases. The overexploitation of natural resource intensifies, exacerbating air and water pollution and contributing to climate change. Rapid urbanization and industrialization further aggravate this issue, placing immense pressure on environmental infrastructure. Moreover, essential natural resources such as clean water and arable land face increasing threats due to unsustainable exploitation. To address this challenge, effective environmental management is crucial, including the implementation of green technology and policies that support sustainability. These efforts are vital to maintaining ecosystem balance and ensuring a high quality of life for future generations. Sustainability development. Sustainable development is when the process of meeting economic, social, and environmental needs for current and future generations is carried out in a planned, systematic manner and without endangering future generations. This, one of the principles of sustainable development is the existence of stakeholder involvement because each party has resource and roles that can be utilized proportionality, as well as burying the old paradigm that assumes that the government plays the role of a supplier or provider and is replaced by the ruler or facilitator and empowerment of community potential. Population challenge. 1. High birth rate. The high birth rate in a country will have the potential to cause problem in the population of a country if it cannot be controlled properly. If there is an explosion is birth and is not balanced with adequate facilities and infrastructure, it will cause an unsuitable life. So, population problem. This population increase will cause various problem and obstacles to development effort carried all out because the high population growth will cause a rapid increase in the number of works. Solution and recommendation. First, family planning. Program the government of Indonesia has implemented the family planning program since the 1970 with the aim of controlling the rate of population growth. 2. Provision of reproductive health service. The government of Indonesia has also increased access to reproductive health service. 3. Increased access to education. The government of Indonesia has also increased access to education, especially primary and secondary education, to improve the quality of human resource in Indonesia. 4. Increased employment opportunities. The Indonesia government has also made an effort to increase employment opportunities, including by developing the industrial sector and increasing investment. Conclusion. Demography is a tool used to study change in the population using population data and statistics. Quality of life, according to Fettenjot et al., 2003, is that quality of life can be seen from two perspectives, objective and subjective. The challenge of this population are such as the high birth rate and the problem of the number of population. In addition to this challenge and problem, the government has provided solutions such as the formation of family planning, the provision of reproductive health service, increasing access to education, and increasing employment. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.